Our next guest says successful business owners often can't find good people and have a really poor work-life balance and need better cash flow. For more, we're joined by Jeff Brandes from Brandes Training Solutions. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, talk to us about the issue there when it comes to coming up with cash flow and making sure that business are aware of it and how much they need.
Well, businesses today are struggling with cash flow, obviously because of some of the situations going on with COVID. So it's very important to understand what your cash flow is and also to be able to have a reserve of cash flow. Typically, we recommend anywhere from 3 to 6 months. If cash flow really begins to stop coming in the door, you need to be able to keep the business afloat, be able to pay your employees, and be able to pay your bills, obviously, at the end of the day.
Yeah, very much so. Talk to us about your background.
My background, I have a kind of a little bit more unique background than the average salesperson. So I started my career as an accountant. So I spent 5 years in a public accounting firm, and then I moved into a sales role. And you talk about a shift of a personality, if you would, so to speak. So here you are from that shy, introverted accountant doing work and work papers, doing tax returns and doing things like that. Now when you're put out in front of doing presentations, speaking in front of groups and presenting products. And I really enjoyed myself tremendously, and really the accounting background just helped me be more successful in sales.
What makes an ideal client for you, do you think?
An ideal client is an entrepreneur that's been in business X number of years, doesn't really matter how many years. They are grossing anywhere from $500,000 to even up to $10 million. They have, anywhere from 2 to 15 employees, and they typically struggle, if you would, with really 3 big categories: time, team, and money. So those are the 3 major areas that I tend to focus in on and look at from an entrepreneur, from a team perspective, in where do they struggle. They're being successful, they're hopefully making money, and how can I help them? So that's the ideal client.
And I think a lot of businesses, owners, particularly in this climate, it really takes an outsider to come in and to take a look. Now, you're not just sales and also an accountant, but you write books too. Talk to us about your book.
Yes, I'm about to release a book on Amazon shortly. It's called Done Deal, the step-by-step handbook to sales success. And as I look at companies and I work with them, the entrepreneur who has a team, they might have 1 or 2 salespeople, but they don't have a sales process. And the book really addresses a very simple 5-stage sales process that no matter what you sell, you should have a sales process. You must have a sales process. And my 5 steps are very easy. It's gaining access, which is obviously getting into speaking to a prospect, determining what those needs are, doing a presentation, aligning with the buyer, and then making it, of course, a done deal, signing that contract. So it's about to go through on Amazon any day.
All right, look forward to that, Jeff. Really appreciate your time and your advice there for so many businesses. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure.